Big news, fellow gardeners, concerning our live podcast recording show on Wednesday the 20th of May at the Stand Comedy Club in Glasgow. Our guests have been confirmed. Delighted to say we have up-and-coming comic Eva Peroni, who is absolutely sensational. Comedian, writer, performer, viral sensation Paul Black, and our first returning guest in the legendary Tom Stade. It's going to be an incredible night. Please come along if you can. Bring your own little dead flower stories. We'll discuss some of them from the stage with our guests. Wednesday, the 20th of May. It's going to be great.
Stop watering dead flowers.
All right. Beth.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm great.
We have you here. You are an artiste, a comedian.
Yep.
I mean, performer
Performer.
of all sorts.
I feel like artist encompasses everything, if you think about it.
You're an artist.
An artist.
A creative artist.
It's a creative person.
And originally from Oklahoma, as I just recently found out, but have been residing in our beloved Glasgow now for, is it?
2 years.
2 years. How's that been?
I fucking love it here. It's you're allowed to swear. You're allowed to swear here.
Yeah.
Which is really fun because like swearing is like it's this part of your language.
Yeah.
But like in Oklahoma, because it's like such a religious place, I would not be allowed to say that. I would not be allowed to say cunts all the time. I would get in big trouble. That's just the air you breathe here.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people know you from your comedy and your art, and then your social media presence is great. And some of the videos you do, I take it if you were still living in Oklahoma, you'd be like chased out of the town.
Yeah, with all the guns. No. I think they probably think this quite funny too, but they just can't get away with it to the degree that it's like built into your culture here.
Right.
Like I don't think I've ever said fucking so much. Just like as a stop, like I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's like a comma.
Yeah. Yeah. And I really like that. Yeah. I heard it's actually like therapeutic.
Well, that's
They
good,
like swear because they like lets out.
You don't want to internalize the rage and anger.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
you just need to swear and drink.
Yeah.
So no, I really like Glasgow. Because not just for the swearing, it's a very creative city. It's like with all the comedy scene.
Yeah.
And there's a big art scene too with like street artists and like regular painters.
Yeah.
It's a very industrial city. In
terms of your art as well, and I've seen some of your stuff now as well, which is incredible. And speaking about loving Scotland, you've got a great Scott McTominay painting that you did as well. But was that something that you started out in quite young? Did you come to art later in life as well, or was that something you were always good at?
I was always good at it. I would like copy the cartoons. I wanted to be a cartoonist for the longest time. It's really therapeutic having her here, isn't it?
Oh my goodness! I actually feel sorry. Like for anyone watching this, you're missing out on. It feels like it's going to be now just one of those videos like you can put on like a train on its journey or a fire. You're like, I've just watched the dog lying there.
He's like a service dog, but like a poorly trained one.
You're great, a therapy dog.
Yeah. So I would draw, like I had a How to Draw Dogs book when I was little.
Is that right?
With like the little circles and like.
Yeah.
My sister was really better. My older sister was better at drawing, and so I wanted to be just like her.
Right, yes.
And she did not like that. You've got 2 daughters. You'll know.
Yeah.
The little one's going to like.
She's going to try and emulate.
Yeah. It helped that my mom said I was really creative too. So my mom's really creative, and she's like, "You're a creative person." So I think that helps a lot.
For the people watching, certainly everything we've said so far makes sense. But for anyone just listening, that when we mention the dog, I feel like we should really give her a bit of love and attention at this point as well. So this is Maisie. Tell us about Maisie. When did you get her? What's she like as a dog generally? I mean, right now I feel like we're seeing the most adorable side of her.
It's because I trained her so well.
Yeah.
When I moved to London with a boxer,
right,
and he suddenly passed away, and it was really heartbreaking. And so when I moved to Glasgow, I wanted to get another dog, and she looks exactly like him, but she's the girl version. So she's from Romania.
Oh,
and I got her when she was 4 months old, and I just drag her everywhere with me. I take her everywhere.
Yeah, you were saying you take her to paint and to the gym and podcasting.
Not having a real job or being a real grown up helps. quite entitled. Just walk in with her. It's harder at the comedy nights because she doesn't go at comedy nights. But
Yeah.
Glasgow's a very dog friendly city. Just
Yes.
pumping up Glasgow somewhere. You really can take them everywhere.
Amazing, and I will.
Yeah.
I'll take him. I'll take him home. Maisie, you're a great dog. Thanks for being here. If you need to say anything or get anything off your chest, feel free. In terms of this podcast and the format of it, what are you like as a person generally when it comes to holding on to these kind of unhelpful memories or regrets? Are you quite good at letting things slide, or are you?
Well, I used to be, like, before, because I started doing stand-up comedy 4 years ago, like doing the open mics. I took a comedy course.
So you started down in London.
I wanted to get over my stage fright, so I took. I was like, oh, stand-up comedy, and then I liked the comedy more. But I feel like I've mined all of my trauma for material.
Yeah.
So you're like, I feel like I'm just. I was saying it's a humiliation ritual, so I don't know if I'm over it or I'm just like stewing in it at all times, right? Because you're instead of ruminating it, you're like, where's the punchline? I can find the funny in this. So yeah, everything that you're like, oh my god, this is a deeply personal traumatic thing, and you're like, I can make fun of that.
Yeah. How can I use this?
Oh yeah, I can absolutely use that.
Yeah.
So I don't ruminate as much anymore because I do think it's very cathartic or just mentally unwell to like just stand on stage and like almost like confess it to strangers.
Yeah. And then I guess your art's pretty helpful for that as well. Like, do you use that as quite a therapeutic outlet?
Yeah.
As well?
So my art, if nobody's seen it, I just paint myself naked. Not anymore, but that's how I got over like my body image issues. So now and I'll bring it into my comedy too. But you're like, well, if you're being naked in public, that's like the worst thing you can think of, and you're like, well, check.
I was thinking about it right now, and it is the worst thing I can think of.
Yeah, they have a naked cabaret at the Fringe. I don't think I would do that.
I'm.
But everybody has to be naked. So the audience and the people
members.
performing.
I couldn't do it.
And you have to bring your own towel. And I was like, oh, that's smart. It's like, they made that rule because they needed to. Like the first show, they were like, oh, we needed towels.
Oh, God.
Isn't that gross?
All right. Let's jump in and we'll see what you were able to pick out from your childhood. If there was one story in particular that pushed through the memories.
That pushed through. Well, there are a few, but I picked one. And it does make me cringe when I think about it. But I was going to a party when I was like my first party when I was like 12. What grade is that? I don't know what grades you guys would do here.
I think that would be like first year, second year of school over here, really.
Yeah, like you're a baby teen, like you're just like into it. And I wanted to it was my first party, and I was like, I want to wear the right clothes. And my mom also wanted me to wear the right clothes. So we went to the mall to go shopping, and she was like, we're going to go all out. And so we went to some store. We bought like the best outfit there, but it was like a silk button up top, and then like velvet pants.
Wow.
Yeah, with like
I was going for it.
I was going for it. It's a silk velvet combo.
Wow.
I know. And then I went to the party and everybody had jeans and like hoodies on, and I was like, oh fuck. And I didn't have the personality that was like, I am a star. I was just like, no, top, I just want to be like everybody else. I'm sorry. I made a mistake. That's like the worst thing you can do. And I think those memories when you're 12 or whatever, they're just burned in your brain.
Yeah, because that's when you're just finding out about yourself and you're so self-conscious of other people. And
I did not want to be different from anybody else.
No,
I wanted to be exactly the same as everybody else.
There's nothing worse than like looking like you've tried when you're a kid. When other people are just like, no, we're just cool.
Yeah, nobody else wore a silk shirt. So I'll never wear a silk shirt ever again.
Did you stay though? I mean, did you try and?
Well, yeah, because my mom had to drop me off and pick me up. It's not like I drove home. Called an Uber. And it wasn't like a party where people drank or anything. It was just like 12-year-olds
standing about
and their jeans and hoodies, like because you want to look the same, but like a prettier version of the same.
But you know what? You were probably an inspiration. There was people at the party that secretly were going, God, I wish I'd had the.
I don't think so. I think they're like, thank God we're not her.
Thank
God we're not her. It's like, no, I don't think.
An inspiration. You know, you stood out.
No, I don't think so. I never dressed like I was like for the rest of I was like we will
You've
never.
never taken these jeans off now.
Yeah, we will. That's not true. I did make a dress out of a Bergus jacket. Did you see my Bergus jacket dress?
I did, and I couldn't believe that. I
Yeah.
thought,
So now I'm over it. It took me about a few decades, but I got there.
and talk about ingratiating yourself with Scottish culture as well. The old Berghouse, the old Bergie
Yeah.
jacket is
Yeah.
such an iconic piece of wear in Scotland. So to see it as a kind of fashion item was pretty cool.
I actually because it has like the pop collar, so it kind of like looked really cool.
And did you just make it yourself?
No, I had somebody make it. I don't know how to sew.
I just thought that's another string to your creative.
No, it's because I can do a lot of things, but then I'm impressively bad at other things. Like if
Right.
you ask me to cook,
Yeah.
like well, I'll put stuff in the oven and I forget I did, and they'll come back and it's like charcoal black, and you're like, oh, that was like the easiest thing to do too.
That's the sign of just a tortured artist, isn't it?
It's not
It's like,
really. You're just like
I burnt the Kievs, but I've created this masterpiece.
no. I really like chips. I just keep burning my fucking chips, so I can't even make chips.
Are you still in touch with anyone that was at that party, and has it ever came up like in the intermittent years?
No, I don't think anybody noticed.
Oh, really?
You know, like how
'Cause
it's
you
like,
just built it
in
up
your
so
head,
much.
you're like, oh my god, that was the worst thing ever. But I think nobody knew
Yeah.
I was there.
You'd be like, what?
Yeah, you're like, you were at that party, and you're like, I was shining like a disco ball. Didn't you see me? No, I don't think anybody even knew I was there.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
worse.
That's-
Oh no. Were you? You said you had stage fright, and that was one of the reasons to do comedy. So were you at school? You weren't like the kind of class clown and that type of stereotype of someone.
I think I was when I was like a little kid, and then I think it kind of gets beaten out of you a little bit
Yeah.
as you grow up. Like, so I wanted to do like plays and everything when I was
Yeah.
like second grade. I was like 9 and 10. I thought I was a star. I tried out for the musical Oliver, and I remember I auditioned by singing the Lion King song.
Oh,
You're gonna be a mighty king. What is that one?
yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, I
Just
crushed.
can't wait
Yeah,
to
and I was
be
like, I
king.
crushed that, and I got orphan 17. It was like, and then that crushed that dream. So I'm not a good singer, it turns out, or maybe I could have been. And
There's
then
something quite amusing to me though about auditioning for Oliver by singing a Lion King song. Like,
Yeah.
it's quite
But it's
out
an
there as
ambitious.
well.
I was like, I'm king, and they're like orphan number 17. You're like, that's a step down from being a king.
Did you buy an outfit for that audition? Or? You're like, I had leopard print on.
Actually, I
was
did
like-
I had a jacket because my mom would show horses, and she got me this jacket at a horse show once. It was a gray bomber jacket. No, it was a purple bomber jacket, and it had my dog. What's that called when you stitch it on the
Oh, like
back?
embroidered
On the back.
Oh,
It had
wow.
a picture of my dog Rosie, the golden retriever. And a guy made fun of that jacket during that audition, and I never wore it again.
Wow. Why would you make fun of a kid with
Because
a
he was also another kid.
dog-embroidered bomber jacket? That's, No, that's cool. I feel like you were out there
Yeah.
fashion-wise.
Nah. I actually wish I had that jacket now so
Yeah,
bad. So
bet.
bad.
You were destined for the arts.
Yeah.
I feel like you were destined for the arts and for Scotland with all these things you're telling me so far.
But
Burning chips, had your love of the arts beaten out of you at a young age. It's so Scottish.
Is it? Because I think Glasgow's a creative city.
We are, but when you're young, everything's here's quite like it's. People make fun of you if you wanted to. I found the opposite when I mentioned to you I lived in the States for a while, and I couldn't believe how much like the school and people were really open about being in like band and choir and doing drama class. I was like, if I was in drama class at home, I'd get my head kicked in, man. Like,
Yeah.
So that's nice.
How did you get to act in Scott Squad then?
Well, when I came back from America, I was regular listeners. I apologise for indulging myself in this American
I
Taylor
brought it
game.
up.
Because I went over there, I was like sports mad, and I just wanted to do sports. So I only did acting for the first time when I was about 22 or 3. I went back to college and did an acting course. So it was like I was old enough to be away from the teenage ridicule.
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah,
The
yeah. I
teenage
mean, the adult ridicule is quite bad as well, but it was just easier to take.
Yeah, but when you're a teenager, you just want to fit in.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, playing basketball was bad enough. took a bit of a slagging for that as well.
Really? Being an athlete, those people always get the worst.
No, but playing any other sport that isn't football in Scotland is alone an excuse to just humiliate somebody.
Really? So airly anything is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, if you play football, wear a Berghaus jacket and kickers in the 90s, you were pretty safe. But I was like, yeah, Converse and basketball.
Those jackets are expensive.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck are kids affording 270-pound jackets? Because I got that one as like a joke. It had to get on Vinted. It was still 70 pounds.
Oh, really?
That's too much for a jacket.
And you wore it to the McAvoy's screening of that
I made
film.
it for that because he contacted me. I'm doing a painting for him. And he was like, "Oh, come to the red carpet." And I was like, "This will probably be my first and last red carpet. So let's make it."
Wow.
Like, why else? Unless I like make a movie, how am I going to be on a red carpet ever again? And I just thought it because the theme of the movie is California Scheming.
Yeah.
And then I like I had a joke that somebody commented on my post that I was like, "I'm going to get pumped behind the book. He's wearing gold hoop earrings and a Berghaus jacket." And I was like, "Oh, I just need a Berghaus jacket and gold hoop earrings."
Yeah.
Which my ears aren't even. I got clip-on gold hoop earrings.
Very Scott. You've really ingratiated yourself with Scottish and Glasgow.
I really like it because I don't think it'd be the same as if I was in Edinburgh because I feel like it's more like.
Yeah.
And I was in London for 5 years before, and it's not the same either.
No.
Glasgow's just funny, and you guys don't take yourselves seriously
I
at
think
all.
it's because there's a more collective sense of community, whereas Edinburgh's, which is a lovely place, but it's so touristy and it's more diverse and multicultural, so there's less unity sometimes I feel there in terms of the population, whereas Glasgow feels like one unified place, if that makes sense. Apologies to everyone in Edinburgh.
Well, Edinburgh did feel more like London.
Yeah.
Just Glasgow, it doesn't feel like people are like moving through Glasgow.
Yeah.
Like it's a dead end city.
Yeah. It's a piece of shit, actually. Let's tell you what we really think.
Once you're here, you're not leaving.
God, castle anyway, piece of shit. I actually think that in comedy wise as well, I actually prefer hosting in Edinburgh because talking to the audience, you'll get people from all over. Mm-hmm. But I prefer doing a set in Glasgow because then the audience always feels like one unified body from Glasgow.
They're so supportive.
It hits, and it's like brilliant. Whereas in Edinburgh, because there's people from all over, sometimes it feels like different pockets will appreciate different bits.
You get some Dutch people just nodding.
Yeah.
Like, I liked that joke. And you're like, thanks.
Well, speaking of comedy and career things, let's move into your career story. Oh, Maisie, something to say?
She's like, "Do you have a job?"
She looked around like career.
She never knew me as a person with a job. I worked as a software developer in London. That's how I came over here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was what brought you over first?
Yeah, I had a work visa. So I worked at a company called Cloudflare.
Okay. I've seen that pop up on
Yeah,
things.
it was a big deal company. I worked there. It's a smart cookie. I gave up on being smart. Just threw that in the bin. But my embarrassing company story was they called me into HR one day. Like I came in. We had like a big party.
What did you do?
Exactly. So we had like a big company party, and the next day, like I was called in with other people. I mean, they're calling us in one by one, and I was like, "Oh fuck, what happened?" And I sat down and I was like, "This is it. They found out I'm shit at this job because like I had gone to like a programming boot camp, and I just somehow ended up at this company. And and if they were like, you're not very good at this, I'd be like, agreed." But I just need to make it through it for 5 years so I can become a citizen here. What it was they were like, "Oh, there was a girl last night and she was drawing penises all over somebody's computer and sticking them on Post-it notes all over his computer." And they're like, "Did you see her doing that?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I saw her doing that." They're like, "Well, why didn't you stop her?"
You were like, I was giving her tips how to draw better.
I was like, well, she's a project manager.
Yeah,
She's got the word manager in her title, and I'm just a software developer. I didn't know it. I was just like, I was so happy that it wasn't because I was a shit developer.
Yeah. Wow. And was there a bit of a backstory? Was it someone that had been a bit of a dick to her, or was she just office party having a laugh?
Office party having a laugh, but it was a big, because the head people came in the next day and there was dicks all over the computers, and they were like, "How dare you not stop this?" You're like, "This is above my pay grade."
Wow.
But I thought it was because I was shit at, that moment when they caught you, you're like, "You're not supposed to be here," and you're like, "I know."
Wow. Shout out to that legend for sticking Post-it note
Penises
Cock and
all
balls on
over.
it, guys
Yeah,
could
but
get-
she wouldn't own up
Was she
to it.
fired or anything?
Nah, she never owned up to it because she was like, sure. First, she blamed her friend who wasn't at the office,
Right.
which is actually kind of a safe move because you're like, it's a stranger who I brought with me,
Yeah.
and then she blamed her boyfriend, but like because they're not going to get fired or anything. But everybody saw her doing it, so that was pretty damning evidence.
Yeah.
But then they're like told us that we should have stopped it, and you're like, snitches get.
Yeah, what's the old kind of
Snitches
passerby
get-
syndrome type of thing?
Yeah.
You just let it happen.
Yeah, I'm not.
Shame on you, but
I'll see so much shit happening in Glasgow. You're like, I'm not getting involved in that. Like, I saw a woman hit another woman with like a bottle of beer on her head, and I was like, that looks like it hurts. I'm gonna keep going. You know, like, what am I gonna do? Like, you're like, I'm not.
I feel like I can talk this woman down.
Yeah, or you're like, let me help these two crazy people. Like, fucking get the fuck away.
That's how long did you? Were you there for the 5 years?
I did it.
Did you quite enjoy?
No.
No.
It's really bad at the job. It was really fun having like a high paying job, but I
Yeah.
quit painting, so I was a painter, and then
Right.
I went to tech, and then
Yeah, you
I was
missed having the creative outlet. And
I was doing stand up comedy, kind of as like a
That's right.
because they wanted me to give talks at like the tech company, and I did stand up comedy classes, and I was like, this is way more fun.
yeah.
But the open mic scene in London is very different than Glasgow
Right.
because you have to bring somebody with you.
Yeah, the old
And it's-
bringers.
But it is actually quite fun because you're like, I'll go to your night, you go to mine. So when
Right.
you're new, like I did a course with
Nice
people.
way to meet people.
It is a
and-
really, and you see the same people, and some of those people are still at the open mic because I was like, guys, it's been 4 years. I think you should give up on the stream. Like, it's not happening. You know, like, are you still available to bring her? And you're like 4 years,
Yeah.
man. Like, read the room.
I always like.
It's like-
I like to think I'm really supportive, especially of newer acts when they're coming through. But like you know how bad that feeling is when you have like one bad gig even as well. Like, it's
Uh-huh.
hard to forget it. Like the co-winning gig, but when you see people having a tough gig, like every time you see them, I always think, how can they do it
Yeah.
over and over? Like it takes a kind of sense of real self-belief and
Well, they're just
slightly
in
delusion
London.
as
Yeah,
well, I
yeah. But I
guess.
think they're like the next one's the one where it's going to happen.
yeah. Keep
Or
that
they
going.
like they move into like organizing events or
True.
something. Maisie, hey,
Maisie's
no.
on the move.
Maisie,
Kind of want
like,
people
talking
watch
shit
it,
about the
see
open-
like a little
She was
just a
like-
wobble of the camera.
don't
She
talk.
was trying to eat
Maisie,
the mics earlier.
don't talk shit about open mics in London. Hey, come here.
Let's move swiftly on while we've got Maisie still at least just in the room. A relationship story. There's no link to there, and it can be a relationship with anyone. Could be Maisie.
Maisie.
But was there one in particular that stood out for you, or picked out, or
I think it because I was trying to think of stuff because there's like sad ones where you're like, you know, and I don't want to bring a sad story.
we could have a sad story if you want.
No, I was trying to make it. I didn't have a good one for this. It's mostly like when I would get the courage to ask somebody out. Like there
Right.
was like one guy at the gym, and I was like, I finally got the.
Oh yeah, because that's a high pressured environment.
It
you know.
is, you know, and you're like, I'm finally going to do it. And I asked the
Yes.
guy out, and, you know, he says no. And then I told a girl that I did it, and she was like, oh my God. And then, like, 2 days later, they were dating.
Oh,
And I was like,
oh.
oh, you could have.
She was like,
She was like, oh my gosh,
she
it's
used you
so.
as the guinea pig.
No, I think that they were dating anyway, but she could have
Oh.
she could have just been like, don't ask him out because I'm dating him.
Was it in the gym when you asked him out? Was it kind of like you had to wait? Was it like between? Did you have to wait for him to finish in the
No,
squat
I think
rack?
I did it in Instagram like a grown up.
Yeah,
Like as an all adults
absolutely.
do.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, I guess I gotta find a new gym. And I did. There's a lot of gyms in London. You just move on to the next one. Everybody at CrossFit like dates everybody else. It's just
Right.
I don't know if that's the same in the comedy world. I think it's fine in a CrossFit gym, but comedy I think you'd be like it'd be hard to date somebody in the comedy world because you're like, who's
Yeah.
doing better?
Yeah,
That's
I've
like-
thought about that as well. I mean, I know plenty of comics that are in comedian relationships.
Oh,
Good
sorry.
for you, but I would find that very
Yeah,
very
well, like, what
difficult.
if you're like, wow, your career's really taking off. I'm happy for you.
Really happy for you?
That's so
The
amazing.
successful one's like, you can open for me. Do you want to open me for me in the hydro?
Can you watch Maisie?
Oh, Maisie's now gone. Maisie does love guys,
She
doesn't she?
does. Oh,
You wouldn't be able to see this, but Maisie's now all over the tech, in the tech desk.
yeah,
Brilliant.
Maisie. Oh, my little slag.
Little tail wagging right in Sean's face.
Yeah.
You love it. This is amazing.
Isn't it?
Well, we can eschew any sort of elongated relationship stories. But was there any others that you just would like to share or get off your chest before you finish?
About being humiliated.
Just anything really. Is there anything you feel like you still hold on to? It feels like you're a shining example of someone that has used them for good and
I
put
do.
them
Well,
into comedy and painting.
because it's that deep. What I think about art is like if you have like a deep emotional feeling about something, Maisie. Oh, shameless. That's where the good art is,
Yeah.
right? If you have like a big emotional response to it, it's a pretty good chance that other people will too.
Yeah.
So I think if you would ask me 5 years ago, I'd be like, here's everything that I've done wrong. But now I'm kind of like, I've come to peace with it.
That's mad. It's just reminded me of, this is going to sound ridiculously like as if I'm trying to drop into some sort of highbrow mode. But for any fans of reading out there, it just came into my head about a book I read last year that I just thought was incredible. All the Colours of the Dark.
Mm-hmm.
And like the main protagonist in that is someone that's had a horrendous thing happen, but then draws.
Yeah.
A lot. You'd like it actually if you read.
I like to
Shout out to that book.
I like to listen to books. Does that count?
Yeah.
Okay. I used to read, but I lost that. I lost the ability to read.
What can you tell us about what's coming up for you? Have you got anything in particular? I believe something was just launched this very day.
Yeah, I'm going to do the Edinburgh Fringe with some friends at the Gilded Balloon at a time that I forgot because they just announced it today. Pure Leo is putting it on for us.
Right, okay.
The Gilded Balloon, the Fringe. It's all on my Instagram because everything's on my Instagram and my TikTok.
Instagram's the place to be.
Making more sketches with.
Yeah.
I did like a little fun Outlander sketch with 2 trolleys, and now we're doing more of those. Those are fun.
Beautiful.
And then I have my art, my painting. My most famous so far is the Get Your Hole painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, class. It's really funny.
Yeah. Listen, for anyone that's not already following Beth, please do check her out on Instagram, TikTok, because even just your little updates and social commentary on living in Glasgow is very amusing. Your art is incredible as well. You'll find out all about our comedy shows. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for bringing the dog in as well, which maybe not to people listening and watching, you don't realise how much joy she's brought before recording, during, and us being able to see what she's doing to Sean right now.
She's just staring deeply into his eyes.
But yeah,
See, this might be an embarrassing moment, but I don't feel anything. Sometimes she farts and that's really embarrassing. But it also gives you permission to fart. Because you can be like, oh, the dog did it.
She's trying to DJ with a desk. Thank you very much for coming on. Listen, thank you to people for listening, watching again. Thanks to the Stand Comedy Club. Sean Stables here is in a relationship with a dog now.
Yeah.
And editor Chris Thorburn. We'll see you next time. Cheers.
Stop watering dead flowers.